Early morning 1-hour-long boat ride feels like a small price to pay to experience this stunning underwater world. Gato Island, where divers come for tunnels, adventure, and its legendary white-tip reef sharks. By day, these sleek hunters conserve energy, but when darkness comes, they glide through the reef like shadows, searching every crevice for prey. Tucked beneath the reef ledges of Gato Island also lives a tiny creature with a big illusion: the electric clam. This slow-moving master of disguise reminds us that on the reef, even the quietest creatures can be extraordinary predators. The lionfish feels threatened by our cameras. No, gorgeous, we are not getting any closer. One day, this playful performer will transform into a large striped adult, but for now it dances its way safely across the reef. Please meet a juvenile harlequin's sweet lips. Beneath the surface, a giant clam opens its mantle to the sun. Within its shimmering patterns live microscopic algae, transforming sunlight into energy in one of the reef's most remarkable partnerships. You can find about 6 to 7 different species of anemone fish around Malapascua Island, and they are all native to the central Philippine reefs. On Malapascua's reefs, even the tiniest creatures shine. Dozens of colorful flatworm species glide like living confetti. This one is a Persian carpet flatworm. You could guess, right? One of the ocean's smartest hunters, the cuttlefish watches with curious eyes, camouflaging into the reef and blending with the surrounding colors. At dusk, male little dragonfish patrol sandy patches. They spread their fins and perform a delicate display dance. If a female accepts, the pair moves together. Between dives, devotion divers kept hungry divers happy with an amazing lunch, and their big, comfy boat made nap time irresistible. As for us, we couldn't wait to get back underwater. At first glance, this reef looks like it's covered in snow, but look closer and you'll discover a living, breathing coral garden. Yellowtail clownfish is hiding and protecting its home of pink Sabai anemone, while this guy has strayed too far away and looks lost. This vibrant carpet is made up of hairy mushroom corals, their soft, waving tentacles giving the reef a plush, velvety look. Bursts of pink along the reef wall, carnation soft corals feeding on plankton and painting the underwater world in living color. Just beside the swaying carpet anemone, another quiet architect is at work. A colony of Porite's finger coral, patiently building the reef 1 inch at a time. Some Porite's colonies grow for centuries, sheltering generations of reef life in their maze of golden fingers. Beneath the gentle currents of Gato reefs, the ocean floor comes alive with quiet stars, sea stars of every color, shape, and personality. Each sea star plays a role, grazing algae, recycling nutrients, and keeping the reef in balance. Granulated sea star is easily identified by its 5 distinctive large, thick, and short conical arms. Some stars choose comfort over speed. Cushion stars puff themselves into soft, living pillows. Inside a garden of soft coral, a snake sea cucumber hides among the waving polyps. While a pipefish feeds quietly nearby. Three very different creatures sharing one tiny corner of Malapascua's reef. Another snake sea cucumber stretches like a living thread, quietly cleaning the reef. Banded sea snake is highly venomous to its prey. Like many sea kraits, it still returns to land to rest and lay its eggs, living between two worlds. From the safety of its burrow, a mantis shrimp watches the reef traffic, ready to hunt or vanish in a heartbeat. It's nature's disco light again, dazzling predators, charming divers, and lighting up the reef with a bright shimmer. Gato Island may be small, but its reefs are bursting with life. Drifting like a fallen leaf along the reef, a leafy filefish blends perfectly into Gato Island's soft corals. Its rough sandpaper skin and gentle colors hide it from predators and curious divers alike. Slow, quiet, and beautifully camouflaged, it's another reminder that the reef's biggest secrets are often hiding in plain sight. Pretending to be coral rubble, a tiny seahorse clings tightly to something with its curled tail. As the morning sun climbs higher, our three unforgettable dives around Gato Island slowly come to an end. We came to this beautiful island all the way from the States for one reason only: more bubbles, more reefs, more dives. So, a surface interval done, gear rinsed, snacks inhaled, we're back at the dive shop and jumping on a smaller boat for a night dive. Fingers crossed for the legendary mandarin fish spawning. Frankly, we are not huge fans of nudists, but this busy couple immediately got our attention. It is not slow motion, they're just not in a rush. Then this T-bar-shaped nudibranch stopped us on our swim to the night dive destination, the mandarin fish mating grounds. But we don't regret the delay. Chocolate chip sea star, crowned with dark spikes, looks almost like a cookie dropped into the sea, but its armor protects it from hungry predators. At first glance, just another sponge-covered rock, but look closer. A decorator crab looking for food, wearing living camouflage to hide from predators. A helmet shell snail waits for nightfall, and so do we. We came to dive the lighthouse reef at night, hoping for a mandarin fish courtship display, but there's so much more happening on a night dive, and we don't want you to miss it too. As darkness falls over Gato Island, the sand comes alive. A peacock flounder lifts its watchful eyes and begins its silent patrol. Perfectly camouflaged, it glides across the reef floor, trying to get away from persistent divers. Drifting like fallen leaves in the current, a pair of ornate ghost pipefish hide in plain sight. They sway gently among the coral rubble, and maybe one is even carrying the next generation inside a delicate brood pouch. Looks like we got to see a lionfish courtship tonight as well. Poor guide, dancing around all dressed up, but she does not care. Spotted sea hare crossing the sandy runway. Dinner is somewhere over the next rock. Between the coral heads, a tiny lump comes alive. It's a frogfish in full ambush mode, waiting patiently for an unlucky midnight snack. As twilight nears, a lone male mandarin fish waits among the coral rubble, raising his brilliant dorsal fin, hoping a partner will answer his silent invitation. And then, success! A partner arrives and together they perform the famous mandarin fish sunset dance. Rise, the pair release a tiny cloud of eggs and sperm, letting the currents carry the next generation into the night. As you can guess, we have a sweet spot for this cute cleaning spa owner, the banded coral shrimp. A baby cowfish hides among the branches of staghorn, finger-like coral. Startled by our lights, a pharaoh cuttlefish jets across the sand in search of a new hiding place, and we let it go.